How do we deal with the narcissist's web of control? What can we ask ourselves if we're having doubts about our own observations and feelings? In this video, I will go into these questions. In my earlier video, I explained how a narcissist can create a group of people they can manipulate and control for abusive purposes. Now, I will go further into who are possible victims in the web, and then how to possibly deal with all this. I hope this can be helpful to you. So, who are these victims that get stuck inside the web? Sadly, it actually can be anyone. Here are a few possibilities of people stuck inside the web. The first is that the flying monkeys could be easily manipulated people who simply just don't see what's going on. They are being fooled and believe the image created by the narcissist without feeling too many doubts. They don't intend bad and possibly can't even fathom that a human being would do this kind of manipulation. The second is that it could also be less dominant people that tend to follow dominant persons to survive or as a habit in social interactions. They learn to stay under the wings of dominant persons to feel safe or comfortable. The third possibility is that there are also just toxic people without boundaries that seem to like gossip and drama. They care about status and flattery just as the narcissist does. This could be, for example, because of their own insecurities. They live mainly in the same ego-focused world, which means there will be no harmony. And lastly, some people might just be temporarily fooled, as most people don't suspect someone is a master at manipulation. People are more likely to start off with a basic trust in people, which a narcissist will abuse. A narcissist thus abuses positive characteristics such as a basic trust in good intentions. Now, these are just observations to understand the web. We can see it's not a black or white situation, and also people with good intentions could be manipulated into group behavior they might regret later. It requires strong boundaries, morality, and a recognition of the unhealthy situation or group dynamic to be able to act in more healthy ways. This can be challenging with the narcissist's manipulations. So, the web is used to create doubts and uncertainty about yourself and your thoughts. Am I the one that is crazy? And can I even think this way? Are all other people wrong? It's important to see how these manipulation strategies work and how it creates these uncertainties, so you realize that you are not crazy. Unfortunately and sadly, you are dealing with a narcissist. And narcissists are masters of manipulation without any empathy. It's not a fair game, it's brutal and devastating. When you start to suspect that someone might be a narcissist, you will probably go through some doubts concerning your observations and your feelings. You might think you look too negatively at someone, and you can have doubts about whether it's right to have such negative thoughts. You might think, shouldn't I just have faith and trust that someone is a good person? These are very healthy human feelings to have. It seems judgmental to think someone is a narcissist, which is exactly the human characteristic that a narcissist abuses. It's thus important to know which questions to ask yourself when having doubts. I think it's important to focus on a few things when you have doubts about your observations and feelings. Here are some questions you can ask yourself. The first questions are about behavior. When dealing with narcissists, you have to focus on behavior shown and not on words. The truth is recognized in the actual behavior shown. What behavior does the possible narcissist show? Observe facts and possibly document what happens. Don't judge yet, but merely observe their behavior and just see what they do. Is the behavior consistent with their shown outward identity? The second focus is on your energy. Your energy will speak to you. You can try to be more aware of your energy and intuition, because this will give you information. When interacting with this person, does this person give you energy, or do you feel like your energy is being drained? Why is this, and does this happen with other people as well, or just this person? The third subject is growth and development. Does this person enjoy the growth of other persons without having to make it about them? Is this person sincerely happy when someone in his or her environment is developing as a person? It's useful to focus on body language and whether someone might make unnecessary jokes that aren't actually nice or stimulating confidence in others. Now, the fourth focus is the kindness you show to yourself. Do you show less or more kindness to yourself since you're dealing with this person? Why is this? Does this person stimulate kind thoughts about yourself? It's interesting to see if the tone of your thoughts about yourself change after interacting with this person. The fifth is how you feel when this person is not around. Do you enjoy time being alone or without this person in a group? Does it possibly feel more calm or as a relief when the possible narcissist is not around? The sixth subject is about the center of attention. Can this person be okay with not being the center of attention, or does this seem to be problematic? What happens when someone else gets the attention? Obviously, it isn't necessarily a bad thing if someone enjoys being the center of attention. It can be interesting, however, if others are allowed to be the center sometimes as well, and what body language is shown when this person is not the center. The last focus is empathy and/or sincere interest. Do you see or feel empathy or real interest in other human beings from this person? Do you feel a deep connection with them or not? Focus on what you feel within yourself. Now, answering these questions will give you some insight into the situation. In a way, it doesn't even matter if someone is narcissistic or not. The aim is not to be able to label a person. It's about possible manipulative behavior in your environment, and more importantly, the effect this behavior has on you and the environment. In the end, you have to learn to deal with behavior of other persons. You can't control the behavior of others, and you're also not responsible for it. So, if your answers to the above questions show a negative pattern, it is at least clear that this person hasn't got a positive effect on you and your energy. It's not about proving or knowing what this person is, but it's about what kind of people you want in your environment. I hope that would be kind people that on average give you energy and that want you to develop as a person and be happy. Now, it can be tough to see someone else being under the influence of a narcissist. It's not always easy to get them to see the truth. You would need to find out how influenced your environment is and slowly see if they can become aware of what is going on. This will take time and possibly they might even never realize the truth. Some people will subconsciously choose to stay under the influence of a narcissist. So how do we deal with the narcissist web? A narcissist pulls our attention towards them and they live off other people's energy. They will drain your energy and the energy of their environment. Therefore, we want to focus on our own energy and being ourselves. It's essential to eventually shift your attention from the narcissist to yourself. The best thing is to focus on yourself and in some way, if possible, rise above this. We are all love and kindness, and I think it's important to start showing this love and kindness to yourself. Probably you behaved differently or not like yourself when you were under the influence of the narcissist. Focus on your good intentions and try to behave like yourself again. It may remind people of who you really are and possibly fall out of the influence of the narcissist's stories. Know that not everyone has to stay under the influence of the narcissist forever. Some might, but there will also be real friends who will ask you about it. When you have a deeper connection with someone, this will be stronger than the narcissist's control. Try not to play the game, because it will only backfire and prove the lies. Keep your integrity and stay calm and friendly. This gives them no fuel to support their lies. There's no point in fighting for the truth if doing this drains your energy. Every person has its own perception, and people will see what they want to see. Stay true to yourself, and real friends will recognize it and have your back. And the people that don't recognize it might just not be your true friends. It's good to know who your true friends are. The best and most basic advice I can give from my experience is to take care of yourself and your energy. Detach yourself emotionally and, if possible, physically from the narcissist and their web of control. Going no contact is ultimately the best option to remove a narcissist from your life. In this way, they can't drain your energy. You can learn more in my video going deeper into the narcissistic abuse cycle. If you are dealing with a narcissist in your environment, know that you are not alone. Know that every small step you take in the right direction is a great thing. The direction of change is more important than the speed, so have patience. You will get there eventually. I hope my videos can be helpful to you. Subscribe to my channel if you want to stay updated. I wish you strength, and I wish you love and kindness in your environment. Thank you for listening.